Next up, the twin stick drifter Inertial Drift now has a release date, 7th of August. We've talked about this one before, Anton.
Indeed, and they've unveiled a new little wee trailer. It's nothing groundbreaking, but they've really refined the art style a little, and it's coming out very shortly. And I don't know about yourselves, every now and then you go and you scrape to the bottom of the eShop sale bucket, and then you get those like kind of ugly looking drift games. This looks like the game they were trying to make all along with all of those spin-offs, and it's very much Japanese touring, I think it is, inspired, so kind of going down the mountain routes, kind of trying to get as close to the other cars possible to get the kind of more points, but with a new control scheme, which I think this could mix up the genre quite a bit, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, it's as you say, if you go and sort of really spend some time on the eShop, which I do from time to time, and look through some of the releases, and I'll be honest, what's shocked me recently is how many games there are coming. I mean, I know there's always been, for the last year, it's kind of grown, but I can't keep up with it, and I used to kind of pretty much see every release that came out, and now I'm just, I'm lost in a myriad of randomness in there. So it's good to see this one in that I think it looks like it's got a little bit more quality than a lot of those ones, which I think is promising. Twin stick shooters, for me, I'm not 100% sure on generally. Sorry, it's twin stick drifters. Sorry, I mean I'm not sure about the twin stick thing. It's the twin stick thing, and it goes back to the twin stick shooters thing. It always slightly concerns me using twin sticks because my coordination isn't particularly good. What I like about this though is if you think about games like Mario Kart, what they do really well, Mario Kart, is the drift. And I say that even against like Crash Team Racing and Sonic. I think the drift in Mario is the best part of, it's much better than the other two kind of competitors. But does this not just take it too far, Alistair? Is it not just too much drift? Can you have too much drift?
It depends if you're a drifting fan or not. I mean, there's a lot of people out there who follow competitive drifting. It's a whole big thing. And obviously this is a very arcadey take on it. But if you're into that kind of thing, then you might love this game. I mean, looking at it, it's beautiful. The art style of this game is great. It's kind of cel-shaded, but with some really cool lighting effects going on. It's just a really nice looking piece of kit, or piece of software, I suppose. Like you, I'm a bit concerned about the twin stick, and I'm not so much concerned about the mechanism as it being in the game, just my ability to actually use it.
Yeah.
Left stick to steer, right stick to kick the back end out. It might be really intuitive, actually. If there's a demo, I wouldn't mind giving it a shot.
That's how I feel. I think a demo might push me to give it a go, but as soon as I see twin stick on anything, I start thinking about those twin stick shooters where I go, I'm not sure. And there's a lot of those on the Switch, and I've given a couple of them a go, and it's a learning curve. It's a big learning curve. In terms of racers, though, I think this is something that could introduce something slightly different that we maybe don't have. I don't think we've got enough serious racers for a start. Okay, this isn't serious, it's all about drift, but it's different. It doesn't feel karty, which I think is good because we have a lot of kart racers on there, and this one doesn't fit into that genre. It doesn't fit into the Burnout genre. It doesn't fit into the Horizon Chase genre. Anton, it's kind of got its own little space.
Indeed, and I very much kind of, as a gamer during the 2000s, like the kind of Xbox PS2 era, like for me and like a lot of my friends, it's your Need for Speed Undergrounds, it was your Midnight Clubs, and your your Juice games, where it was very much street life, Fast and Furious inspired drifting and customizing and nitros and all that kind of stuff. So I think the thing those games always struggled with, especially since half of them have ended up garbage as of today, Need for Speed, is they've always struggled to hit that balance where your car is flexible enough where you can contort it enough in drifting, but at the same time you can drive it in a straight line and not spin out. I know stuff like Need for Speed, especially with the 2015 entry onwards, they basically ended up where there's two different physics engines for when you kind of basically enable a drift. You have like that finite control, and then when you're in a straight line, it basically drives like Forza Horizon. So I imagine this kind of being like, you drive it normally, like as a normal racing game with your one stick and your triggers, and then when you hit a corner you maybe use this second stick to kind of pull the end out. So this looks like a far more intuitive solution to having kind of a pick up and play drifting style rather than just have it be two different control systems. So I'm excited to see how people react to this.
Now you've reminded me of that, I'm just going to forget this game and go re-buy Need for Speed Underground, because it was one of my favourite games, I think, the Need for Speed franchise. They were awesome.
Oh, absolutely. That and Carbon.
Well, Yeah, well,
Yeah.
You never know. We have had quite a lot of games starting to appear, all sorts of rumors starting to appear on games that are potentially coming to the Switch and have come to the Switch. We'll talk more about those later on. So you never know. You never know. You might get it on the Switch, maybe probably not.